Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Kyoto wins. And so, I am aware that I asked you in like part maybe 4 or 5, somewhere in the very beginning, one of the first few parts, like, hey, leave your ideas of what guy you want to see next because blah, 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 right? Instead of saying it at the end when we're getting to the end of Saito's path, right? But it occurred to me after we got to the end, and I was like, shit, it's only 14 parts. I really expected this part to be like closer to like 20, like a normal game. I wasn't expecting to be short, but then when I think about it, it's like, well, you know, we have 12 routes to go down, so I kind of understand why the full game from beginning to end is not as long as other ones like Code Realized took fucking forever to get through the just beginning to end of the first route of the path of the game, because there's only 5 guys. There's 12. It's going to be a little bit shorter. I get that. Plus, it's broken up into 2 games. It's only half of it if you think about it. But, right, because we got cock-blocked in Saito's path, right? I'm still cock-blocked. Still mad. Anyway. So, I'm well aware that I asked you, point out guys that you like, blah, blah, blah. But, here's the thing, right? I'm going to jump in and we're going to skip. So, we're going to start in Chapter 1. So, we're going to skip the prologue. We're going to start in Chapter 1. Begin story from this chapter. Oh, we're supposed to pick a okay. All right. So here's where we go. I was going to start the character. Okay. So, we are, you guys haven't even seen the first part of Hakuoki, and we're here. This is part like what, 14 or 15? I think it's 15. Yeah, because as you know, and I've said before, I'm recording way in advance because blah, blah, I'm not gonna be able to record for like a couple weeks. So I want to make sure I have stuff for that time frame and a little bit over so that it's not like when I come back, when I'm ready to, like, I can record now. Oh shit, well, I've had nothing. You know what I mean? It's going to be hard. I'm going to come back, and be able to record and only be like 2 or 3 days ahead. And it's going to be like, stress wazoo. So yeah, I'm literally getting down to the wire like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I only have a matter of days left. And like, I've got 20 some odd hours that I need to record minimum. I mean, this is like, I could just be like, I'm not going to work for a week and do nothing but this. But I can only get 3 hours in a day, after working, you know, so, and then weekends, I'm like 12 hours later, oh my God, I'm going to die. But no, not really, not 12 hours, but anyway, so I do this for fun though, so it's not stressful. It's only stressful when I look and I'm like, fuck! I want to be like, yeah, I'm so ahead. I'm really not, because every day that goes by, I stay ahead the same distance, and I'm like, shit. Plus, all these paths for every single game that we're playing right now is so goddamn short, as you've noticed, so it's like, I can't, the frick! At least the other games we're playing, you know, there's a set order to the routes. There is not for Hakuoki. This is just a free for fucking all. But because I'm recording this and you haven't even seen part 1, I can't wait to record this till you see that and pick the guy, like, based on the first episode, like the first couple of votes that come in. So, I'm well aware that we're going to do whatever the hell I want right now, and it might not match up with anything that you guys suggested, but that's only because you haven't seen that part, you haven't left suggestions, and I got no choice. So, what I had said in prior parts was, if we get to this, you know, depending on how it works out, which I should have known it would have, because, well, hello, I think I was thinking, like, I would have more time to record once at least part 4 went up, but I'm like, no, I really only have, I don't have enough time to record a path, or possibly 2, depending on how short this is. I don't know. We might have a few days where we have nothing, is all I'm saying. I don't know how well this is going to go. My pre-planning, I've, like, masterfully pre-planned for weeks, and yeah, I mean, who knows? Anyway, so we'll see what happens. I did my best, guys, but at least you won't be weeks without stuff. It'll be like a day or 2. Like, it'll be okay. I'm gonna try so hard not to do that. Even if I have to go back to, I record this game, I record Cinderella Phenomenon, and I record 7 Scarlet, and then I put them, and then I just record one of each part a day, as opposed to doing a full path like I normally do. Even if I have to sacrifice my sanity and remembering what we do just to do that, I will do it for you guys. Whatever. Anyway, so we're going to go down whatever, and I had said when we were in Saito's path that, like, maybe we'll pick a guy that I'm not too invested in. So I really do think we're going to go down Heisuke's path. I'm pretty sure he turns into a Fury anyway. But he's one of the few that I don't feel really connected with. He's an okay character. It's not that I, like, dislike him. I just don't feel, like, romantically attracted to him. Like, Hijikata, we might save him for last, because I've seen recommendations that his is best to do last. But if you guys want to see him, like, I'm fine with that. The order will be up to your vote, right? Except for, in this case, where the second and possibly third path, I might have to record before you get suggestions. I don't know how it's going to go, but after that, we'll go with what you guys think. Okita, I'm down with that motherfucker. I love him. He will always be my favorite because he was our number one. He was our first. Sonosuke, I actually do like him. I do like him, so I'm cool with that. Shinpachi, I'm like, meh, I don't know how I feel about him. I'm like, kind of like, I don't really mind. Like, we know glasses. I love the glasses, guys, right? Susumu? Yeah, Susumu. Oh my god, Spacey learned to read. He's the one of my, I'm not, so I honestly feel like Susumu, Heisuke, and Shinpachi are my least favorites. So I feel like kind of mixing them in at some point. And like, obviously you guys, no, I really love this person. But I want to go down Heisuke's first because I like calling him Toto. But I'm also curious, I think we're going to do high romance. Even though we're starting in chapter 1, we're going to set the romance. But actually, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, no, we have to do the high romance, and we'll get to kind of the end. We did the good ending. Did we do the good ending? I cannot see. It's been a while. It's been a couple days since I played, and I don't even fucking remember the order that we did. We'll do the high romance, but we're gonna have to build it up because I don't think it matters at this point what our romance level is with him. I almost kind of wish they didn't ask you this, because I like that I can do low romance, but I didn't think this through, guys. Like 20 minutes into this video, I didn't think this through, because I was like, okay, we'll just start in chapter 1, we'll skip through everything, we'll choose the answers that we're supposed to for him. But the bad ending, open records to choose high scales, then proceed with low. I guess for this game, we're going to have to do the good ending first. Because then you load chapter 5, you choose low romance, and then you do the few options. So we're going to kind of have to do it out of, like, I like doing the bad endings first and then getting the good ending. But I think based on the way this goes, we kind of have to, because the bad ending, you choose Heisuke in the record of service, so you choose his chapter 5, and you choose low romance, you do the bad ending and the unrequited love ending. So you know what I mean? So we really, yeah, so I guess I hate that. I hate doing the bad endings after the fact, but that's the way we're going to do it in this one. So, okay, we'll choose starting story title. Yes, we want to do this because theoretically, we could choose chapter 4. Say, Heisuke, high romance. We could choose the last chapter of chapter 4. High romance and go through and just get the endings and not even play the rest of the game. But we'd be missing so many, I think, CGs as we go through and so many, like, choice options. Oh, that's not what I wanted. God damn it. Seven Scarlets fucked me up on which button does what. Because, like, I'm, like, clicked the skip button because I literally just recorded a part of it before this. Like, I literally just finished the second path of Seven Scarlet before I'm recording this. So, like, everything's out of fucking order with what I'm recording. But, so the first couple of parts of Heisuke's path are going to be skipping like this. So we are supposed to attempt to explain my situation. Okay. So we did that already. That's fine. Decide to tell them I wasn't a boy. Okay. So this is why we do this too. So, like, now we're going to see an option that's going to be slightly different. You know, and eventually we'll see all the options in the game. Because, yeah, we could be an asshole and just be like, skip, play the end, skip, play the end, skip, play the end, and we'd be done in, like, 3 days. But, no. As Saito turned to go, I rounded on Toto and glared at him furiously. Toto. Hey, what's up with you? Earlier you said a man should know when to accept his fate. You don't think there's anything wrong with killing a man before hearing him out? You ought to watch your mouth. Don't you get what's going on here? Maybe you should start acting like a man, okay? Accept your fate. We must do our duty. But I'm not a man. Yeah, right. You telling me you're a girl, flash him your goodies. No, I'm just kidding. Yes. He's like, what? Wait a minute. Wait, so you're saying, what? Well, I can't say I'm surprised. There's something a little bit ladylike about your profile. How the hell were we supposed to know that? Girls aren't supposed to wear pants. I fucking love that. Girls don't wear pants! And he's over there like, fuck my life. Girls may wear pants when training with swords. Although, it's rare to dress like a man when traveling alone. But perhaps it's for protection. I'll always love you, Saito. Hajime! Hey, you and me later. What? Nothing, never mind. What? He was our first. He's our first love. He'll always be the best, right? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But there's something so precious about him, even though we got cock-blocked and he's going to be the one that we'd get. He's our Van Helsing, right? We get nothing out of him. We'll probably make out and bone every single one of these other motherfuckers, but that one. I was literally pointing at Hajime. Just whatever. I see. I guess you have a point. Sorry about that. Well, I'm glad that was cleared up. Perhaps you do have a point. We ought to at least hear you out. Judging by the calmness in Saito's demeanor, it seems he was surprised by my attempt to dress like a boy. Unsurprised. By my attempt to dress like a boy. Okay, so now we go. Okay. Slight difference. Learning slight different things. Now they're talking about us, and Glasses is glaring at us. Stop glaring at me, Glasses. All of our friends, right? I don't remember what happened. I really don't. So refresh yourselves, guys. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Sitting in a room. Okay, so we are supposed to search the compound. Right? Because stay put, someone probably shows up in our room. Talk to someone. We went out and we ran into Okita and Saito. So perfect. Now search the compound. We're probably going to run into the other three. The triplets. As I thought about it, I realized that I had no idea how the Shinsengumi compound was laid out. If I were to live here, I thought, then I ought to make an effort to learn. Oh, my neck and shoulders hurt. I took a deep breath, gathered my courage, and stepped out of the room. There's no one here. I looked around. The hall was utterly empty. Then again, since I'd snuck out of my room, it was probably for the best that no one had seen me. Still, I felt a little guilty about it. Perhaps I should have just stayed in my room. If I wander around the compound, it was likely I'd see something I wasn't supposed to. I'd already stumbled onto one of the Shinsengumi's secrets the night I met them. I had no wish to do so again. Maybe I should reconsider. After some deliberation, I decided it was best to return to my room. But as I turned to walk back... Huh? From near the entrance, I heard something. Slowly, I peek around the corner. Walking toward the door, looking as if they would prefer not to be seen, were Harada and Nagakura. Oh. What? Can I come with you? Maybe if they let me go outside, I could finally start looking for my father. Well, I don't really care, but I don't think you're gonna have a lot of fun. Hey! No, you idiot! We can't take her! You don't have right to... You don't have right to, anyway. You don't have the right to, anyway, I'm thinking. Huh? Oh, right. We aren't supposed to let you out of the house. Huh. Wait, are you even allowed to leave your room without an escort? Well, where are you going anyway? No change in the subject. Well, whatever. We're on our way to, Shimabara? Shimabara. If you really want to know. Shimabara? Oh! That the whorehouse? The name was familiar. Wait! Isn't that in the red light district? You're going to the whorehouse. Whoa! Just a strip club. Too much information. I'm sure that happened, but... I mean, I'm no doubt that happened, because hello. But for the purposes of a Romance Yotome game, do you really think that what women want is... Yeah! I want the man who goes to the whorehouse and bones all the whore. No, gross. You're dirty. I don't want to date you now. Like, I know they've all fucked that same whore, but like whatever. It's still gross. Like anyway. Red Light District, an area in which many geisha houses, brothels, and restaurants are located. Nagakura shook his head between us and sighed. Come on, what are you doing telling a girl the truth about us going to Shimabara? You know me, I can't lie. Besides, it's not like we're up to no good or something. Well, I mean, you maybe. You're just coming to drink. Okay. So see, that's fine. We're gonna go get drunk. Cool. He's gonna go get drunk, and Shinpachi's over there going to sleep with a hoe. Okay. Sano, you're back up. Shinpachi, you're still down on the bottom. Because you're dirty. Look, I want my men pure as snowflakes, okay? That's all I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I want you to know what you're doing, but not because you slept with hookers. I want you to just know what you're doing naturally, but, like, without being, like, a dirty man whore. Anyway. Nagakura, are you, going for something other than alcohol? Well, I mean, yes, there's alcohol, but, you know, girls pour drinks for you. Ha ha ha! True, there was likely no shortage of beautiful women throughout Shimbara. Someone like Harada who visited just for the drinks was a rarity if I were to guess. But you're going in the afternoon. Isn't that every man's dream? To drink while the light and life of the day is young? I mean, yeah. Who doesn't sit there at work and go, you know what, it's lunchtime, let's go get a margarita. Like, and then come back to work and be like, I can't remember my fucking password. But I've only done that like once, okay? I had like 2 or 3. And I came back and I was like, I'm not sure. And I typed my password like 3 times wrong. And I was like, wow, this is going to be fun. Yeah, that was a great time. Great time. I need to have liquid lunches more often. Anyway. Harada held a natural charm that seemed to shrug off any judgment over possible impropriety. Well, even so, I hardly think it's good to be drinking in the afternoon. Girl, don't be a stick in the mud! Even if it was every man's dream, it didn't feel right to condone it. 2 captains drinking during the afternoon would hardly help the Shinsengumi's low public opinion. Then again, perhaps it wasn't my business to think of the Shinsengumi's public reputation. Yeah, I see your point. It's not really proper to be screwing around so early in the day. Literally. Yes. Kyoto's been really dangerous lately, though. We're not free to roam at night like normal people. True. So, to hell with how appropriate it is. A man's gotta live. We're gonna party whenever we feel like it. Grr. That didn't really seem right. But even so, on some level, his absurd logic made some sense. After all, everyone needs to relax from time to time, especially if they have the worries of the Shinsengumi. And if they worked at night, then when else would they go but in the afternoon? The morning? You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Woo! My dad used to have a little plaque that said that. Aw. Making Dad proud. I was reflecting upon this when Toto walked in. Oh, Spacey! Are you coming too? Yeah. I love me some geisha girls. Woo! Well, I still haven't received permission to leave the house. I don't want Hijikata to get mad at me. I see. That sucks. You're going to I don't know why I can't say Shimabara. I don't know why. You're going to Shimabara too then, Toto? Yeah. Well, yeah. Look, Spacey, you don't have to call me Toto, okay? It just feels kind of cold, you know? Well, what should I call you then? Just call me Heisuke. Everyone else does. After all, we're going to be seeing each other a lot. And let's cool it with these uptight titles. We're practically the same age, so you can relax. Really? I just didn't want to be rude, Toto. He's like, stop calling me Toto. It makes me feel like I'm a fucking dog. Well, I mean... See? You're doing it again. Alright then. Heisuke. Right, you got it. So what do you say we start over? Hello, Spacey. It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay, it's a pleasure to meet you too, Heisuke. It wasn't anything important, I knew. But something about the exchange made me feel happy. Heisuke had, perhaps unknowingly, cheered me up. But you're still going to Shimabara, then? I mean, well, I'm not going there for the girls. I just want to hang out with the guys, you know? Oh. Well, maybe if you dressed up like a real woman, it'd be enough eye candy to keep us out of trouble. What? Yeah, hell yeah! You'd be real cute. You'd be real cute. Once stuff settles down, you ought to start dressing like a girl again. You guys, this is just so sudden. This is just so sudden. It was embarrassing for them to treat me like a girl all of a sudden, as if it just occurred to them. Dress like a girl? What should I tell them? What should I tell them? Sure, when I get the chance someday. Not sure of what else to do, I nod awkwardly, and they beamed back at me. Yeah, they're all like, we all want to bone you. We're being good. That's why we got to go to Shimabara. Because, Jesus! I mean, it is a sausage fest in this place, is all I'm saying. So, you're lucky that they're gentlemen, because we could have been royally fucked. And I don't mean in the pleasant fucked way, I mean in the raped way. Just saying. I don't know. When I get the chance someday, sound good? Ooh. It's interesting that he liked that, but she gets no points for her. Okay, anyway. Really? All right. That's a promise, Spacey. Don't forget it. Okay. I didn't need Heisuke's advice on how I should dress, considering it was something I looked forward to once I got the opportunity. So why did I feel so embarrassed? Once we settled the topic of the appropriateness of my wardrobe, Nagakura shared his opinion. Look, Spacey, you gotta see our side here. We dedicate every day of our lives to keep Kyoto safe. That's not a very convincing excuse. Despite my reservations, I understood the truth. They were partaking in normal activities for men. Besides, who was I to try to stop them in the first place? I certainly had no authority over them. While visiting pleasure quarters in broad daylight wasn't my thing, if their superiors took no issue, I was a guest of the Shinsengumi, and it would be rude for me to try and tell them what to do. But even so, they went out of their way to talk to me until I felt better about the situation. This showed they were good men, with nothing to hide. Right, because they're like, whatever, I'm gonna go bone me some hookers. I mean, what, seriously, like, we got no claim on them. I mean, okay, theoretically, yes, this is my man harem. You don't stick it anywhere I don't tell you to. Okay, just keep it in your pants until I tell you it's okay to take it out for me. But, like, in reality, in this game, she's not the madam of this man brothel. That's all I'm saying. It's unfortunate, because, hello? Like, alright. I suppose their reasoning made sense to me, and part of me was just envious of them. I, too, wanted to be free of the staleness in this compound, and search for my father. I want to be free of the staleness in this compound and get drunk and have man-whores. Wait, what? No, gross. See, men are like, I don't care if a bunch of guys have stuck it to this chick, and women are like, ew, gross. Like, I don't even want to see a man in a man thong. Ew, put it away. Seriously. I'll bring you back something. What sort of food do you like? Even though I was still turning the issue at hand in my head, the thought of food made me salivate. All right, then. I'd like some tangerines. Maybe we can eat them together tomorrow afternoon. Oh, that sounds good. See you then. Soon as Hijikata gives you permission to go out, we'll take you wherever you want to go. Well, thank you. But Heisuke, you don't need to worry, all right? Even if you could take me out now, it's the thought that counts. Thanks for cheering me up. Even if you couldn't take me out now, which you can't. Thanks for cheering me up. Thanks. So, we'll be off now. Just as I waved to send those three off. Uh-oh. And just where do you think you're going? All of us nonchalantly turned our heads around to see Inoue pacing towards us. Ah, damn it! Just had to be again, huh? Yikes, we're in for it now. They all refused to make eye contact and fell silent, so I responded to Inoue in their stead. Well, I'm not going anywhere, but, I had no idea what else to say. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I was just standing here talking to people. Were they expecting me to cover for them? Well, you know, Ken, right? We're going to go train, that's all. Heisuke quickly, warmed to his excuse, as did Nagakura. Wait, did I read that in Heisuke's voice and it wasn't? No, it was Heisuke. Okay, anyway. Yeah, exactly. Like Heisuke said. I mean, it's such a nice day out. The breeze is warm. Yes, what they said. After hearing their excuse, Inoue reacted. My goodness, you're all so diligent. We train together so rarely these days. Might I join you? He looked honestly happy, pleased with the dedication of his fellows. Well... Oh, crap. Seeing as they were hopeless in getting themselves out of this, I decided to lend a hand. You guys are really going to train? Just then Heisuke opened his mouth. Oh man, I'm sorry. I wanted to train with you all, but I just remembered I had plans for today. Plans? See, I already promised Spacey that I'd give her a tour of our headquarters, right? It was news to me. Come on, please, go along with me. He gave me a desperate, somber look with eyes like a sad puppy, right? Because his name's Toto. It's funny. I had no choice but to go along. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Right, totally. His eyes sparkled and he grabbed a hold of my hand and began to walk off. Totally is also something I'm sure they said back in 1860, whatever. Heisuke had cheered me up earlier, after all. Perhaps in this way I was returning the favor. Hold on there, Heisuke. You really think you can... Before he could even finish, Harada interrupted, a mischievous grin appearing on his face. I'd better come to you, Spacey. Make sure none of the guys give you any trouble. Well, I suppose you have a point? I see. Well, Harada does have a point. I'll leave her in your care then. All right, Shinpachi, shall we go? I expected this from Heisuke, but you, Sano, I thought you were better than that. It's Sano, but, you know, I know. I know, we just kind of blur it and just Americanize it, I guess. I white girlize it, whatever. His knuckles turned white and his face shook with exasperation. Time to go! What? The shit's got a bit of a short temper. Heisuke grabbed my hand and Harada pushed me from behind, and soon we were moving away from the entrance at a rapid clip. You rat bastards! Come back here! That was so gross. Nagakura's shouts were echoing, but the laughter of the two men caused their eyes to sparkle in kind. It was infectious, and I couldn't help but laugh with them, my worries gradually drifting from me. After the commotion settled, Heisuke and Harada gave me a tour around the headquarters. Nagakura alternatively had none such luck. I heard later that he and Inoue spent the rest of the day training, just the two of them. You're welcome, boys. I stopped you from going and getting drunk by talking too long. At the end of the day, I think he's a good man. Oh, whoops, I fucking always hit the wrong button. Okay, that was amazing. That was good. See, we do different things. Like, oh, hi. Oh, no, Saito. Sorry, Heisuke. I just want to pet him. I can't reach. Heisuke shot through the door. The moment he saw us, however, his face fell. Okay, why is he... Oh. Whoa! What's going on here? Hajime, you and her buddies now? My apologies. I was only here on business. Is that so? Well, that's that. Well, it's time to eat. Let's go. If we don't hurry up, it's all gonna be gone. Okay. Didn't we already have this conversation? Like, and this is where we get the... So I don't understand why it stopped, because I feel like that's the same thing that happened. Maybe it's slightly different wording because we're on a different path. Because I don't remember Heisuke being like, you guys buddies? Yes, I love you. We didn't know whose path we were going to be on the first time around, right? Pretty boy McBitch. We're supposed to still ask this. Ask him if I can help. Happy. Huh. I looked down into the bucket full of water and my face stared back, supporting a boy's haircut. Well, okay, so why do we have a boy's haircut? Because we would have put her hair up, but... I mean, do we think about that? Like, I'm traveling and I'm going to look like a man, so I got to butcher my hair. Like, I don't understand. Anyway. Ask if I can help around the compound, and we got a different helpy thing, because we did that last time, but this is different, so that's interesting. I shoved my cleaning rag into the water, and the image disappeared behind 1,000 tiny ripples. I hope I'm doing this right.
Oh, is something the matter? If you're tired, you can return to your room. The tea is nearly ready. I can bring you some in a bit.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Besides, I told you I wanted to help.
I apologize for the state of the place. These men are terribly lazy. We're honored to have you.
He smiled and squeezed his washcloth into the bucket. Though I was embarrassed to say it aloud, Inoue wore a pleasing smile that suited him well.
Is there something on my face?
Oh, no, nothing. I'm honestly just happy to contribute to the house. Almost on cue, one of the soldiers appeared and called Inoue's name. Inoue, Yamazaki's looking for you. He wishes to discuss the patrol schedules.
Ah, yes. My man and I haven't decided on a day for next month yet. Would you kindly send my apologies to Yamazaki? I'm nearly done here. I'll be long in a moment.
Well, Inoue, I can handle the rest on my own. We're almost done anyway, and I know where the cleaning supplies go.
Well, if you insist, thank you for your help.
He wiped his hands and stood up. Before he left, Inoue bent over me and whispered,
If anyone you do not recognize appears, please return to your room immediately. Better to avoid any possible difficulties.
Okay. As Inoue left, I went back to cleaning the floor. Any passers-by would likely avoid me, but more trouble was the last thing I needed. It wouldn't hurt to be extra careful. I was pushing myself to work faster when... I like that even though slight changes, right? So we said the same thing, ask Hijikata if we can help her on the compound. But because we got some points with Heisuke, it changed and it added a different scene than what we had before. So I like that. Like, there's a lot in this where it just slight changes. It's not like a normal thing. Like, obviously, the first choice, okay, stay in my room, find someone to talk to, sneak around the compound. Obviously, that's going to be a different scene, right? And give you talking to different people. But I did the same choice this time, ask if I can help, and it put something different because I got a few more points with Heisuke, so it put me in a different position for this scene for me to talk to him. I really like that touch. It's not like a lot of games where it's like, okay, this choice might give you points for this guy. I guess it's because there's so many, they had to be way more detailed, but there's a lot of behind the scenes detail, like, okay, if you've got points with Heisuke and then you choose this, then you're going to get this scene. But maybe if you have more points with this person and you choose the same option, it's going to give you this. Like, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, most games, you know what I'm saying? Like, I choose this option, we get the same scene, and maybe there'll be a scene later on where, you know, you get this, depending on who you're talking to. I don't know, I just feel like you always get the same thing, and maybe this really is that, but we just skipped through it so fast, it just seemed drastically different. But, like, we would normally get, like, the same, like, okay, I asked Hijikata for help around the compound, and he told me to do this, and I did that, and then the next scene is like, oh, now as I'm walking back to my room, I run into this person. Or something different. Oh, I'm walking back to my room, and now I run into... Where it's the same scene, it's just a different person, and it's just tweaked whatever. This is almost... I asked him for help, but because I was talking to person A now, we have this scene that's completely different, us cleaning and doing this, and I don't know, I feel like there's a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just like, okay, you get scene A, but then after that, depending on whose path you are, you might get a different scene with that person, and that, like, it's more there's way more flowing, offing, branching, and, like, there's more of a branching tree than a straight linear almost, like, okay, so you go from choice A, and then you see this scene, and then, depending on the person's route you're on, you might talk to them, and then you go to the straight up common scene. It's like you choose this choice, and then depending on who your route you're on, you're going to see a slightly different scene, you know, and it's just, and then you might see I don't know, it's just, I think you know what I'm talking about. Like, it just feels like there's more differences than usual in the common path. Like, the commonality is way more varied, because usually we skip through a bunch of stuff and you see a couple different things and might see a different scene, but I feel like already 30 minutes into the first chapter where we're not skipping through as much, you know what I mean? Like, we have actual stuff to read. It's not like, oh, I talked to this person and then I change it. And again, it could be because there's 12 different people, so they had to put a lot more thought into the common stuff isn't as common. There's a lot of different stuff. I don't know, I guess that's just what I feel like, but again, it could just be because there's 12 fucking guys, so there's a lot more fucking shit buried that we normally never get to see. I don't know. Oh, hey, Spacey! Huh? Heisuke, what are you doing with that sake? Oh, well, I was just gonna head outside and have a drink, but... What are you doing here? Are they letting you out of your room now? Yeah, I received approval from Hijikata and Inoue. I don't have anything to do, so I asked him if I could help clean the floor. Wait, seriously? You volunteered to clean up. I don't get you. I wouldn't help clean if you paid me. It's a pain in the ass. Really? Yeah, you're a weird one. I'm also a woman, and we were just bred to clean. What? I didn't say that. What? And make sandwiches. Just kidding. I'm kidding, but that's usually the cleaning and sandwiches are women's work. I'm gonna punch someone, but... He laughed, but his eyes were still thin and sharp, like he was watching carefully for me to make a mistake or slip and reveal some hidden truth. He might have resembled a kid, but Heisuke had a maturity and swagger that erased any doubts one may have about him being a Shinsengumi captain. He may be a kid. We're the same age, so we're not like... I wouldn't call him a kid. He's just younger than everyone else. Anyway, why the heck are you volunteering to do chores? You think if you work hard, we'll start trusting you or treating you better or something? Not to break your bubble, but it's not happening. You're better off keeping quiet in your room. Okay. The fuck kind of crack is he on? Wasn't he the one like, oh, call me Heisuke, it's just easier, we know each other, we're pals, woo! Yeah, we're gonna go around, and then now he's like, yeah, we're not gonna trust you. I'm sorry, who flipped your bitch switch? Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, no, that's not it at all. I just wanted to do something. You know, I came to Kyoto to look for my father. All I've done so far is sit around and wait. Doing nothing all day is eating up any hope I have, forcing me to run through to turn thoughts over and over again. Oh man, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't really think before I spoke, huh? Here. You can have my sake. Just don't cry. Isn't booze the best way to forget your worries? He shoved the bottle out toward me. Thank you. I'm kind of in the middle of cleaning, though. I don't really think I should drink right now. Oh, right. Of course. Okay. I'll just drink it on my own, then. He slumped against the wall and wallowed in a boyish display of self-pity, drinking by himself. Heisuke, don't tell me you're going to drink here. Nah, don't worry about it. I'm not going to get drunk off this. That's not really what I meant. His display reminded me that even the most mature of us were prone to such boorish moments. However, it really wasn't my place to judge him. What? What is it? Come on, what are you trying to say? Don't you understand? Yukimura is concerned that you might get in trouble. Oh, I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, okay, I was like, why is he... And then I was like, wait, and then we're talking... That's not us, and that's not... Duh. It's glasses. Don't you understand? Yukimura is concerned that you might get in trouble for drinking alcohol at such an early hour. Oh, that's me. Oh, Sonnen, hello. It's really hard to clean the floors when you motherfuckers keep stepping on them. If you could get the fuck off of them, that'd be great. He glanced over at me, but said nothing. Well, whatever, glasses. Before he may have greeted me, but now... In any event, you should be going, Toto. The commander's looking for you. Just like call him Toto. Toto. It is kind of basically Toto. It's just, you know, slightly more... Yeah. Ah, crap! Really? That doesn't sound good. It's almost certainly not good. Best you go and get it over with quickly. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm going. Oh, Spacey. Yes? Actually, if Sonnen's here, then I guess you're okay. Keep up the good work, Spacey. Thanks? He awkwardly shrugged, then headed away. It was worrisome, though. His saunter was weighed by a defeated slump. Sonnen, what did Hijikata want to talk to him about? So it's not your fucking business? From what I understand, Heisuke is about to be scolded. Hijikata is not in the best of moods. Oh no! Did he do something? It just existed, I guess. Indeed. Lately, some men have been remiss in their duties, and Heisuke is on top of that list. His indiscretions have been frequent. In short, they may make an example of him. His next few days, I imagine, will be unpleasant. Really? That seems a little harsh. Oh? Only minutes ago he offered to drink himself into a stupor right here. How can you defend that? All three of them have strayed too far. They need to be disciplined, so I'm in high favor of this. Did Hijikata call Nagakura and Harada in too? No, they're currently elsewhere, but no doubt they will be dealt with as soon as they return. Oh. His words were followed by a long, stiff silence. I felt like I had to say something, so I spoke up. I don't usually see Heisuke all alone like that. Most of the time he's with Nagakura and Harada. I imagine it was because he worries about you. What? But he just turned and walked away. Worries about me? Had he been worried I might do something? Was he just keeping an eye on me? Sonen's suggestion implied there was more than he was letting on, but I couldn't quite place it. After all, he was surprised to find me outside my room, so he wasn't there to supervise me. Maybe he came to see how I was doing. You're like, don't think we're gonna trust you. He's like, I secretly love you. Oops. Oh, no, later that night, warm under my covers, my mind fluttered busily, preventing me from resting. Heisuke was later sentenced to house arrest. I was also informed that his food portions were to be decreased, so he wasn't present at dinner. He must be getting really hungry. They really should have just made him work. The more I thought about Heisuke, though, the more worried I became. What was it he said? Actually, if Sonen's here, then I guess you're okay. Keep up the good work, Spacey. Why am I worried about that? As I played the words back in my head, I grew more and more convinced that he had been worried about me and came to check up on me. I was essentially confined in my room, and I could only speak to certain people. Was he so worried that he was willing to keep me company when all the others were out? All right, that's it. I've made up my mind. I rolled over, stood up, and grabbed my jacket. I tiptoed down the hall until I reached the room where Heisuke was being kept. See, this is so drastically different. You know what I mean? We have tons of extra scenes. I really like this. Like, we're still only in the first chapter, so even though we're skipping stuff, like, I'm kind of happy that even though the parts seem like the paths seem short, like, okay, there's only like 14 parts versus our normal 20 something, right? We're still gonna get, it's not like, oh well, now there's only gonna be five, it's only gonna be 5 parts each, like, because we're skipping through a fuck ton. We're getting a lot of extra content. We're still only in the first chapter, and we're almost done with the first part. Like, that's, I mean, which is good because there's only 5 chapters per guy. But you know what I mean? Like, we still have like 3 choices left in this chapter. So I don't know. And we've got, it's not just like, oh, okay, now we have a scene. Now we skip through everything. Now we have a scene. Now we skip through everything. They have a lot of different scenes in here, so I'm kind of pleased with that. After checking for any nearby patrollers, I whispered as loudly as I dared, Heisuke! Huh? What? Spacey? Or wait, Spacey? Yes, I need to tell you something. Is that okay? Okay? No, it's not okay. It's not okay at all. If anyone catches you here, you'll be done for. You know what they'll do to a guy in house arrest? Imagine what'll happen to you. I hear footsteps. What? Damn it! Spacey, get in your hurry! Before I could even react, his door flew open and his arm shot to pull me inside. It's kind of adorable. I was still trying to figure out what was going on when he threw a blanket over me. What? Shh! Shut up and don't move! I wasn't sure if he could see it, but I nodded. We waited in breathless silence for the footsteps to move past before I finally poke out my head. Heisuke frowned over my head, watching silently. What the heck were you thinking? What if somebody had caught you? What if Hijikata caught you? Did you have a plan? If you've got something to tell me, why don't you just, I don't know, ask someone else to do it or wait until I'm out of the doghouse? You're nuts. Sorry, but this couldn't wait. So under house arrest, he's not allowed to talk to anybody? I can't just go talk to him and be like, I'm going to bring you food or whatever. I'll be like, hey, blah, 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 I want to talk to you. He's not allowed to leave. It's not like you're banned from talking to anyone. I can deal with the consequences, though. I was happy. That's what we're supposed to say. Well, didn't you visit me this afternoon? Come on, that was just a coincidence. It still made me happy. Being alone, I became swallowed by my anxiety. The concern you showed for me made me happy. And I just wanted to return the favor. This is well and dandy, but to leave your room... Look, I don't think you realize it yet, but Hijikata takes rules very seriously. I mean, look at me. You see what I'm saying? He gazed imploratively, bewildered by my behavior. You said that this couldn't wait. What's so important you had to come right now? Oh, right. Good, it didn't get squished. I opened the wrapping to show him what I brought, and Heisuke's eyes lit up. Oh, rice ball? Yes, well, they're leftovers from dinner. Wait, are you telling me you risked your life to bring me a rice ball? Well, yeah. I mean, it's not much, but I thought you might be hungry. For several long moments, he just stared at it. Was he really so perplexed? Huh. You did go to all this trouble for me. If I didn't eat it and made you go back, that wouldn't change what you did. And, His face broke into a wide smile. I am pretty damn hungry. As he spoke, he reached out, plucked the rice ball from my hand, and bit off a piece. Oh, fucking how adorable. He looks like he's 10. Oh, dang, this is good! What's in it? He displayed a great talent in taking large bites while still speaking full sentences, like fucking rice. It's just literally just rice. Is it really that good? I mean, it's just salt and pickled plums. Are you sure? I don't think I've ever eaten a rice ball this good. Really? Well, I'm glad you like it. He ate ravenously as if he'd never eaten a meal in his entire life. He couldn't contain himself. I had a feeling it had less to do with my cooking skill and more attributed to him being starved, but I still felt guilty for not putting in more effort. In no time at all, he finished it off and was licking stray grains of rice from his fingers. He thanked me for the food, then made me promise never to do it again before I left his room. His fire-eyed expression from when I'd given him the rice ball made me giggle as I walked to my room. Halt! I froze. The voice came from around the corner out of sight. Oh, God. Oh, no! Fuck! Fuck! We could have managed back. You heard me. The hell are you doing? Hijikata! What are you doing? He's so violent and sexy. Like, he's so angry, and you're like, oh, it's kind of hot in here. Like, you're like, oh, he's gonna be... Glass's asshole isn't gonna be the one that slams us up against a wall and gets angry with us. It's gonna be Hijikata. He's the aggressive one. Oh, you're gonna tame that motherfucker. We're gonna tame that dragon. I don't know dragon noises, so, like, whatever. His eyes pressed against me like a pair of icy rods. I swallowed and hid the rice ball wrapper behind me. What could I say? Anything I said could possibly implicate Heisuke. Unfortunately, it seemed like Hijikata already knew whose room I'd visited. Oh my god. If you were one of my men, I'd have you killed. His vengeful scowl appeared like a demon in the darkness. Get out of here. Go to sleep. And don't ever let me catch you doing this again. We should have gotten some romancy points with him before this, because, no. Of course. I'm so sorry. I ran from my room as fast as I could. My heart pounded as I clambered back into bed. That was way too close. He let me go this time, but I saw in his eyes that I'd be in serious trouble if he caught me again. Yeah, not if I did it again, if he caught me again. I like that, Spacey, you shady. I crawled deeper under the covers and desperately tried to think about something else. I couldn't deny that I crossed a line, but even after that terrifying encounter with Hijikata, I didn't regret it. I hadn't been able to do much, but it seemed to have really cheered him up. It was the first glimmer of hope refracting into me since coming to the Shinsengumi compound. So, like, we have skipped through a lot. So, chapter 3 and chapter 4, we have lots of choices. Okay. No! Saito, I miss you so much. I miss your beautiful face. Okay, so we are supposed to join them on their rounds. Oh, right. Because that accompanied to whose path we went down. Right? Because we went to Fushimi because we wanted to be with Saito. Ahem. Well, I would like to accompany I'd like to accompany Nagakura, Harada, and Heisuke on their patrol. What? Plan on coming with us? I hope you know that going around ain't a walk in the park. Really? Because I thought you just... No, it's a walk in Kyoto. Well, that's true, but... Come on, don't scare her away. I doubt there's anyone out there dumb enough to pick a fight with any of the three of us. Yeah, you're safe with us. Thank you. My hands trembled from excitement. I was going to be able to join Nagakura and the others. Okay. Although I was given approval to peruse the inner yard or the front gate, this was special. It was almost 5 months since I'd been able to step out of the headquarters and explore. It was as if I could take my first breath after being submerged underwater. And just make sure to stay close, yeah? I know you know, but you gotta watch your back in Kyoto. Got it. While tagging alongside the men on their rounds, I was served a dose of reality I wasn't prepared for. A pervasive sense of revulsion came from every pair of eyes laid on the Shinsengumi. However, when we met their judgmental gaze, they pretended to go about their business, shuffling themselves away. Their body language denoted a mixture of fear and disgust, as if they were paralyzed by rumors. And yet, what saves them is us, which is just weird to me. Like, you know what? I mean, I still can't get that, but... Amidst the haze, I overheard someone mutter, The Mibu wolves. What's the matter? You don't look too shabby. You feeling sick? You don't look too shabby. No, you look shabby. Shabby. That's shabby. That doesn't look too shabby. Means it looks nice. Shabby is bad. Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I brought my voice to a whisper and quietly asked Harada a question. What are the Mibu wolves? I've heard it in murmurs from the townspeople since we started doing our rounds. Oh, that's our nickname. Since we were originally Ronin from the town of Mibu, they called us the Mibu wolves since we packed together. I'm not sure if being a wolf is something to be proud of. Yeah, woohoo, awesome. But why? You guys are protecting the safety of Kyoto, right? People from Kyoto don't like outsiders. Those bastards call us names like bumpkins and insult. Those bastards call us names like bumpkins and insult us with every chance they get. You're welcome. There we go. Well, we're not exactly in Edo where you have a mixture of folks from different domains. It's no surprise to hear they're not exactly open-minded. So that's it. It's not that, oh, we don't trust you. It says, you're outsiders. If they were from Kyoto and were doing this, they'd be like, whatevs. Okay, crazy asshole. Like, I was gonna say crazy ass bastards, and then crazy assholes, and crazy asshole stole, but yeah, okay, anyway. As it stood, the warriors seemed used to how the townspeople treated them. I kept my hands at my side, keeping a keen eye around the city for any sign of my father. All of a sudden, hey, what did you just say? Defying the Imperial warriors is no better than shooting an arrow at the Emperor. Imperialism, a term for the philosophical and political leanings of those who wanted to see the Emperor as the supreme administrative power for Japan in place of the Shogun. A group of thugs with greasy, unkempt hair were causing trouble with some of the townsfolk. Heisuke noticed the emerging fray and was quick to aid whomever the thugs were harassing. Hey, the hell are you guys doing? Shinsengumi are here, pipe down! The Mibu wolves. The Ronin caught sight of the Shinsengumi's light blue jackets and drew his sword in response. It was clear, however, the Ronin were no match. Yeah, look at you. Looking all fine as fuck. I know we're not dating you right now, but like, stay put. As long as you chumps don't start anything, we'll let you live. God damn it! One of the Ronin tried to make a run for it by pushing through the surrounding warriors. Hey, wait up, you bastard! Heisuke chased after him, but the Ronin was quick to navigate the crowds, giving him the edge. I didn't think there was any chance of catching him, but then, appearing out of nowhere... Oh! Hi! New guy. Just where do you think you're going? If you didn't do anything suspicious, there's no need for you to run. I don't know, I don't have a voice to give him yet. A mysterious samurai appeared, grabbing the Ronin's shoulders and stopping him in his tracks. Oh wait, this is, hold on, isn't it one of our boys? Hold on. Right, isn't it like... Isn't it this guy? Yeah, it's Kazue. Okay, because it does say he appears earlier, but it depends on what path you go down. He showed up later in us, and I'm like, he showed up in what? I don't know, because he shows up here. This is the first time we meet him, but because we were going down Saito's path, we didn't meet him till later. So that's what I love! Woo! And Ryuma's path, right? We meet him when we go with Saito to whatever, Fushimi. I should remember that because I love the word. But we were like, yeah, I could use your help, and then he ended up dead. But if we had been like, nah, we could have gone down his path. We asked for his help and he died. Cause and effect, man. Butterfly effect. Oh my god. Never ask a beautiful man for his help because you might kill him. Just like, anyway. Oh, I think I gave him a little happier voice and the other. I don't know how to give him a voice yet. We'll figure it out. Get out of my way. Ugh! The Ronin threw a punch at the samurai, landing in his face. Ha! Who do you think you are? You're just a two-bit punk. Stay out of this. The Ronin roared with smug laughter. He's gorgeous, though. Attempting to run, he was stopped by Harada. Whoa now, where are you off to, little P? Don't tell me you're a coward who's going to betray his comrade and flee. You're going to come with us to headquarters. Hope you don't plan on having any visitors soon. Ah, god damn it! How dare you! Before the Ronin could swing his sword, Nagakura and Harada tackle and subdue him. What are you doing? Let me go! Shut up! You don't have a right to complain anymore. Any more and will hurt you. Heisuke approached the mysterious samurai who attempted to stop the Ronin. Thanks for helping. We owe you. The samurai sat on the floor with his head down, hiding his bloody, disgruntled face. Oh, you're so pretty. I didn't do this for you, so save your thanks for yourself. He wiped his mouth without wincing, adjusting his posture sheepishly. It sounded as if he was muttering to himself. I guess the rumors are true. Shinsengumi are nothing more than a bunch of hooligans. What? He was right all along. Heisuke was visibly angered by the samurai's words. Hey, where do you get off calling us a bunch of hooligans? Don't you get it? Everyone in Ito's saying it. So you tried to stop the Ronin. They punched you. We stopped them, and now you're mad at us. I don't understand. I just don't Men in this game are like fucking batshit nutterbutters, right? He's so pretty, though. Shinsengumi. Bunch of selfish, self-absorbed, bloodthirsty murderers. I don't know the voice to give him, so we're just giving him kind of normally. I don't know. The samurai's harsh words rung deep within Harada, causing him to grab the samurai's collar and push him against the wall. Ooh! Hi. What in the hell did you just say? Why are you shooting the messenger? He asked me, so I answered. Well, why don't you man up and tell us what you really think? Not just the hot rumors floating all around Ito. Open up now. Wait, I already told you that I had nothing to do with this bullshit. Hey, you! Standing over there! Come over here and give me a hand! Give it up, man. Once Sano's on a roll, there's no stopping him. He doesn't play around, especially with jokesters. If you want any chance of making it out of here, I suggest you apologize to me and my friends. So, is that what people in Ito are saying about us now? Well... He turned away awkwardly and a piece of paper dropped out of his inner pocket. What's this? Harada reached down to pick up the piece of paper and the samurai's eyes widened in panic. Wait, don't touch that! The samurai raised his hand down to grab the paper, but Nagakoro and Heisuke were faster than him. Whoa there! Unhand me! What do you think you're doing? The two men holding him down, the samurai's desperate attempts to break free of their grasp was hopeless. They were far too strong. We should be asking you the same thing. Why are you acting so suspiciously? Shut up, you bunch of hooligans. I don't understand him. I don't get him. I love you, but I don't get it. Harada grabbed the piece of paper and examined it as Nagakoro and Heisuke argued with the samurai. His face wore a deeply concerned expression. I wasn't able to catch a glimpse myself. My heart pounded. Was it a lead for my father? Did it describe a plot against the Shinsengumi? Why would it have anything to do with your father? Suddenly, Harada looked up to question him. All right, where did you get this drawing? Harada's tone of voice shifted as if the two were locked in a duel to the death. Huh? What's on it? Nagakoro could sense something was off with Harada. Harada handed the piece of paper to Nagakoro without speaking a word. Nagakoro examined it for a second before passing it to Heisuke, both of whom snapped to alertness. None of you who know... Interesting. Okay. None of you know who you're dealing with. You won't get away with this. I'm a samurai. We don't care. You're going to answer to us right now. Oh, you're going to answer us right now. The conversation shifted into an interrogation, one party in full control and demanding answers. The samurai glared intensely at the captains, but his words didn't match his intensity. An acquaintance from Ito gave it to me. Who is this acquaintance? What gives you the right to question me? It's none of your business. That's nice, but we're the ones who decide whether or not it's our business. Just kindly answer the questions and no one gets hurt. Harada was clearly growing frustrated with the samurai's lack of cooperation. It was clear the samurai had nowhere to run, so he gave in, hoping to be let go. Okay, it's an apprentice of an artist in Ito. I don't have anything else I can tell you. So, did this apprentice give you this drawing, or did they sell it to someone looking for it? Or did they sell it to someone looking for it? What? It wasn't for sale. I begged them for it and they gave it to me. That's it. Is this the only copy of this drawing? Are there more of these in circulation? I have no idea about that. But as far as I know, this is the only one. What is it? I see. Harada held the piece of paper in his hands, exhaling while staring at it pensively. Nagakoro continued. What is it? What is on the paper? Here's what's going to happen. We're going to take the drawing to headquarters along with you. What do you mean? Why do I have to go with... The desperation in his voice was palpable, but Nagakoro and Harada gave him no chance to leave. Stop complaining. You're gonna tell us your name finally? The samurai fired a glance at Harada so sharp it could have cut, but he finally relented. Soma. My name is Kazue Soma. Soma, huh? Well, just consider yourself unlucky and let it go. We'll discuss everything at headquarters. If we learn you're innocent, then you'll be free to go. Despite Heisuke's reassurances, Soma showed no signs of giving up and seethed with anger. How the hell am I supposed to believe anything you say? You're taking me away without any proof of wrongdoing. Give us a chance to resolve things peacefully, at least. Stop your complaining. Heisuke seemed to be acting genuinely to Soma. I was surprised they didn't do anything worse. So we apprehended Soma along with the Ronin from earlier and returned to headquarters. I was still curious about what the drawing was on the piece of paper. Me too, right? Perhaps it's best that I don't know. The men kept to themselves quietly on our walk. Perfect place to stop. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this part up here. This is interesting. I love this. There's so many hidden scenes, and we meet so many different people, and so many different things happen depending on whose path you go down, which is exactly how real life would work, right? Like, oh, I go here, and this situation happens, but I don't see anything else happen. You know what I mean? This is exactly the way reality works, and the amount of differences in this game in just a common chapter, I am impressed. Like, I know, like, I'm like, oh, it's short. But again, I understand because there's 12 guys, they're going to be shorter, and you're still going to get as much gameplay as you do in a normal game. It just, at first you're like, well, wait, what? I'm still just mad about the cock blocking, like, we don't get to kiss or anything. Like, nothing? I get nothing? I get nothing? The fuck? Still sad about that. But also said that 80% romance is low romance. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. So, but I'm really impressed with how drastically different, like, the first chapter is. Like, I know we have one more choice to make, but who knows? That could be 10 minutes in and we're done with the chapter. It could be half an hour. It could be another hour. I don't know. But I feel like we're going to at least get... I mean, I was hoping at least for maybe 10 parts. Like, we got 14 in the original, but I was hoping at least, like, 10. Like, you know, with each individual person after that. But we might not get that much. I mean... If you think about it, we got like 80 some odd hours, I think, with Code Realize. And this, they said 80 hours of gameplay. And I really actually believe that because then I was like, well, I mean, 80 hours of gameplay and you got 12 different guys. Okay, yeah, each one's not going to be that long. But obviously the first playthrough. And I talk and ramble, so our playthrough takes longer than if you were just reading it yourself. But, you know, thoughts, opinions, whatever. But yeah, I'm actually really impressed with the amount of difference in the first chapter. Like, yeah, you get the same question. You get, obviously, some different question points. You get a lot of the same ones. And we skip through a bunch, but we have done read actually a lot. Like, usually the first part till we get to a route, right, is usually like, okay, I'm skipping through and like, okay, I chose this, and we read one or two lines, and then we skip through, and then we do one or two lines, and we skip through, and might get a scene. But we spend most of, like, the first part, or two, max, skipping through all the common shit, and then we get on the path, and then we have a couple parts of the path. I think that's usually how it works. Like, the common stuff usually goes by pretty fast, but we're going to have a lot of new scenes in the quote-unquote common path, which is good because there's really only one specific chapter for each guy. Like, literally the 5th chapter is the only thing that's different. It's like their chapter. The first 4 chapters are common, and then you have 5th, and then you're done. So, but I don't know. I guess... It just feels different to me, like how much difference there is just choosing a different person. So, kind of impressed by that. I like it. But anyway, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.